Skype is the next big thing that's about to happen in Sierra Leone. It's going to happen for the good of our industry, for national cohesion, and for Africa at large.
I'm very excited, because it's my first acting job. I never had the chance because my rapping career took off, so God blessed me to meet the director, who's a schoolmate of mine, and he knew how brilliant I was back in the days because he was my competition in class, So definitely I'm very, very honored for him to think about, put me to the test, you know what I mean? And I'm ready to deliver.
In this movie, Tribes, I play the antagonist. The fact that this movie is issue-driven, content-driven. Our country is so polarized these days that we need movies like this.
For a very long time, we've seen tribalism ravaging Sierra Leone and Africa at large. And as a filmmaker, I think it's my job, it's my responsibility to ensure that through visual, I create an indelible mark in the minds of people, showing them the hazards of tribalism.
Our industry needs such a film to revive its market and to showcase us internationally.
In Africa, when it's time for elections, you see politicians preying on tribal loyalties. That is where they get their powers from. And so we have to ensure that we enlighten our people that the marriage between politics and tribe is not something that is healthy.
Most times when these issues crop up, it is because of political gains. And these individuals, most of them don't have the interest of the country at heart. Most of them don't genuinely love this country. And those of us who have the voice, whether it's in the music industry or the movie industry, entertainment industry in general, we have to speak out against these social ills.
The concept will go beyond Sierra Leone. This is an issue that's affecting Africa. You talk about entertainment, sports, the film industry. Tribalism, is plunging, talented folks, like in an incredible way. So I like the approach the director is taking with the movie. People think like that, they meet you, the first thing they ask you is what's your tribe, But I always tell them my tribe is I'm Sierra Leone. That is my tribe,
My target for this movie is Netflix. So in terms of our preparedness, we have put ourselves together, and we're not doing it alone, Merit Sierra Leone and the Oceans. We are doing it in collaboration with other filmmakers as well, with other companies.
Salon Jamboree, it's an arts and entertainment publication which we started in May 2009 to see how we can help showcase our rich arts and entertainment industry. We want people to be rest assured that this is perhaps one of the best things to happen to have come out from Sierra Leone. People know what Salon Jamboree, the brand and Jamboree Consult, whatever we are capable of, and we've already started. This is just to give you an idea. This is the front page, of our last edition. We are just trying to whet, the appetite of people, to know what this production is all about.
Think Africa Institute is it's a consultancy firm, and we work with mostly NGOs, but in the last few months, we've been working with for-profit businesses, and our job is to build linkages and between people of different spaces. We are excited for this series because it brings to the issues that we speak, and Sierra Leone's biggest opportunity to be represented on an international platform in this space. So we are looking at in this movie to be the organization that facilitates that conversation across borders as Think Africa, and bring this story to the international stage.
Aiah Productions is a media and public relations company with over 20 plus years experience spanning Europe and Africa. What Aiah Productions is going to be doing with this production is to see how we can blend corporate Sierra Leone with the creative arts industry. There's a huge gap For us to do anything worthwhile in the creative industry, we need the support of the corporate industry. And so for me, I'm just going to be creating that bridge between the corporate Sierra Leone in terms of brand placements, brand sponsorships, and in various ways, whether in your face or subtle forms. But there is a huge potential that is yet untapped. And so we as Spile Productions will be bridging that gap to bring together brands, corporate brands, and the creative industry in terms of tribes.
I'm the CEO, Visual Effect and Movie Editing Supervisor, KJ Media Production. I'm using the most advanced editing software. It's an honor for me to be the editor of that kind of movie. It's a different movie and it's a different thing. Everything is different about it.
Reflect Media Empire is a multimedia company that does all types of audio and visual work, including photography, printing, and the rest. Our task on this production is to provide professional photos, take behind-the-scenes footages, and at the end of the day, document the whole production, so that this will serve as a yardstick to other filmmakers in the movie industry. It's not common for production company doing movies in Sierra Leone to hire another production company just to be specifically responsible for behind the scenes.
I am Charlie Israel Williams, barrister and solicitor of the High Court of Sierra Leone. In Sierra Leone, we have the copyright law, which ensures that products belonging to individuals or group of people are protected, and definitely we're going to use that same law to ensure that we protect the integrity of this movie.
One of the reasons why I accepted to play a part in this movie is the fact that the person who is the director is somebody who I have a lot of respect for, who I hold in high regards, because I have worked with in the past, and I know how professional he is, and I know how dedicated he is to his work, his craft, and I know he's a patriot. So I've always, whenever the need arises, I've always given him my support.
His resume speaks for itself. You know, I believe he has done some great work in the past. You know what I mean? Like the refugee movie and a bunch of other projects, you know. And one thing I admire about him is, you know, we fall in the same thinking area where we just don't limit ourselves to Sierra Leone. You know what I mean? Anything we're trying to do, I take that same approach in music. I want to go beyond Sierra Leone because I know the potential is there to go beyond Sierra Leone. And he has that same belief, you know. That's why I know this thing is going to be of quality. It's going to be of, you know, great essence, you know. So all the fans out there, all the movie watchers, you know, I'm sure this is something that they will love. And, you know what I mean? They're about to see Denero in a whole different light, you know what I mean? Putting it down as an actor, you know? Definitely. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
I am a big fan, you know, of his handwork. And the classic example is Refugee. You know, it's one of my favorite Sierra Leonean films.
I've known the director for over a decade, and when you hear the name Aiah Momoh in the movie industry, you will know his perfection, you will know his quality, you will know his good. So I have no doubt in him for this particular production. I believe and pray that this will once again transform the movie industry and take Sierra Leone to the map.
He has a whole lot of exposure, both Sierra Leone and in the UK. I've seen him do some works in the UK. I have seen some of the, I mean, it goes without saying he's won awards, and that must be proof that he's doing something worthwhile and is getting acknowledgements, and so he knows what he's doing. He knows his game, and I want to encourage anyone that is still on the sideline thinking whether to be part of this or not. This is a good director that knows what he's about, and his precedents, all the films he's done, is proof that he knows what he's doing.
I have been with the director for more than 10 years, well over 10 years, and I have seen him grow into something else. And now we don't even consider him to be a local producer. He is an international director. He has won a lot of laurels. I mean, we've seen him in the BAFTA Award. We've seen him in other awards, quite recently in the UK and in the US. And so Aiah Momoh is a popular name. And I'm sure what he's about putting together is going to blow the minds of so many people in Sierra Leone and in the world. You know, when Aiah Momoh tells you, I am going to do something, all you should do is wait and see.
What we want to achieve with this movie is seeing people with renewed mindset. We want to see at the end of the day, people putting national loyalty above tribal loyalty, because the conflict between these two loyalties, national loyalties and tribal loyalties, is what is responsible for the backwardness of Africa. That is why we have introduced a new type of handshake. This is the new handshake we're introducing. You can take a picture like this and put it up on your profile. You see the fingers coming into each other and grabbing family. It shows one tribe coming together with another tribe, and there's this bond. You cannot separate them easily. This is the new picture we want to see people using on their profiles. When you use it, it symbolizes tribes from Sierra Leone. We're together.